Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to talk about how to use rating bar GUI control in Android Studio. So first of all we will understand what is a rating bar, where it is used. Then we will see which method is used for retrieving the value that will be given by user as a rating. And at last we will see one simple example how to use rating bar within Android application. So let's start this video by understanding what is rating bar. So rating bar is a GUI component within Android which is used for getting the rating from the application user. So friends, you might have observed many applications are asking users to provide them rating on Google Play Store, and they present you one series of stars which you have to use for specifying rating for the experience that you got with their application. So that is basically rating bar, which is used for taking rating or which is used for getting the rating from user. So in order to provide rating for particular application regarding its experience, user can simply touch the rating bar. Automatically it will start selecting the stars whichever available in the series in the line. So by touching, by dragging, or by clicking on stars, we can set the rating value. So the value of rating bar always written in the floating point. So let's say value may be 2.0, 2.5, 1.5 and so on. So we may specify any number of stars for accepting rating from the user. By default value is 5. 5 number of stars are specified by default. So out of 5, user can specify whatever rating he want. So in order to return the number of stars user has selected, get rating method is used. So get rating method returns the number of stars that has selected by user. So for example, this is a string variable which is used for storing the star value given by user. My rating bar is object of rating bar, and here we are calling the get rating method. So whichever number of stars user has selected, simply it will return that value and it will store within this user rating variable. Now in the same way, num stars attribute is used for setting the number of stars or the rating item to be displayed within the rating bar. As I told, by default value is 5. So 5 number of stars or 5 number of rating items are displayed in the rating bar. You may change this value by using this num star attribute. So here we may retrieve the value of number of stars that are available. So this is the method get num star. So with help of this method we can retrieve the number of available stars within the rating bar. So again here we are using one string variable and this is the object of rating bar. So these are the methods which are important regarding rating bar. So as we discussed, by default rating bar is showing 5 number of stars, but we can change it using the attribute called num star. And one last important attribute we have, a rating. So this rating attribute is basically used for setting the default rating of the rating bar. So if you set rating as let's say 2.5, so whenever user will start application, the rating bar will have 2.5 as a rating. Okay, so for specifying the default value of rating, the rating attribute is used. So in our GUI there will be one rating bar, and this rating bar will be used for accepting the rating from user, and there will be one button. So whenever user will click on this button, we will try to show what rating user has submitted. Okay, now for discussing this example, I will take you to the Android Studio, where already I have created one project called rating bar demo. Now we got these two files. So first of all we will come to the XML file, and here we will try to design our GUI. So I will take this hello world to the top of our screen, and here I will change this to rating bar demo. And next to that I'm going to change its size. So this is how now it is looking. Now I will go to widgets, and from here you can see here there is a rating bar available. So I will drag this rating bar over here like this. Okay, and you can see here by default there are 5 number of stars available. Now we will set constraints to this rating bar like this. Now after setting this rating bar, we will add one button over here. Now whenever user will click on this button, we will try to display the rating submitted by user. Now we will set constraints for this button like this. And one toast message we will try to use for displaying what rating user has given. Okay, now we will change the text of this button, and we will change text to give rating. Okay, now friends, here our GUI is completed. Now regarding this, let's try to see here. We will try to increase the number of star over here. Okay, so here in the list of attribute, let's say num stars we will try to use, and I will specify here 10 number of stars, but it is exceeding our screen, so instead of 10 I will use, let's say, 8 number of stars. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, now next to that we will use somewhat padding around our stars. So let's say we will use 5 dp as a padding, and one more attribute I will try to show you here. So if I specify rating attribute, and if I specify by default value, let's say 3.5, now you can see here by default 3.5 rating is set. If I change this value to, let's say, 5.5, now you can see by default 5.5 stars has been selected. Okay, you can specify this value as per your requirement. Okay, so default rating value what you want, so I will keep it 3. So whenever we will run our app, by default 3 rating will be selected. Okay, now these are some important attribute. So here our GUI is completed, and now we will move to the Java file. Now first of all, here we will try to create the object. So first of all, we will have object of rating bar. Let's say my rating bar, and next to that we will have object of button. So button b1. So these two objects we have created. Now next to this, here we will try to fetch the reference from XML file for above GUI components. Okay, now first of all we will have my rating bar is equal to rating bar find view by id r dot id dot, and our id of rating bar is rating bar. Now for button we will write b1 is equal to button find view by id r dot id dot button. Now friends, here the fetching of reference is done. Now next to that we will add code for event handling. So whenever user will click on button, we will try to display the value of rating. Okay, now for that, here we will write event handling code. So b1 dot set on click listener, new view on click listener, and now it is providing by default method public void on click method. Now within this on click method, we are going to write logic for displaying the rating value. So here first of all we will try to retrieve the value of rating that is submitted by user. So here I will create one string variable. Let's say rating value is equal to, here we will create one string, let's say users rating. So here we will use the object of rating bar, my rating bar dot get rating. Okay. Now next to this we will also try to display out of how many stars user has submitted this rating. So for that again we will create one string variable, total stars is equal to, here we will display total stars plus my rating bar dot get num stars. Now after retrieving these two values, we will try to create one toast message. So here we will start typing this toast, and now it is providing this default structure for creating toast. So first of all, here in this toast we will display the users rating value. Here we will have a rating value plus here we will use this divide sign which will show out of plus total stars. Total stars. Okay. So in this form we will try to display the rating value which is submitted by user, and here I will change the length of our toast message to the long. Okay. Now this is how we have completed the logic for displaying the rating value. So first of all we are retrieving the rating value using get rating method. Then we are retrieving the value of total stars using get num stars, and this toast message we are using for displaying the submitted value. Now friends, instead of toast message we may use text view as well for displaying the submitted rating. Okay, so this is just for demonstration purpose. Now here our program is completed, and now we will try to run our app. Friends, I have connected my mobile phone, and now we will run our app. So here the build process has started. So friends, here the build process is completed, and now it is installing application. So here we will tab on install. And now we can see here this is our GUI, and by default the rating bar has value 3. 3 stars are selected, 3 rating items are selected. Now I can touch this rating bar, and you can see we will be able to select the number of stars, okay, whichever rating we want to submit. So let's say I want to submit this rating. So I will select this and now I will tab on this give rating. Now you can see here user rating is 4.5 out of 8. This kind of output we will get. Okay, now again if I change rating value, so we can see now it is showing 3.0 out of 8. So like this we may specify the rating, and according to that message will be generated. So friends, this is what we have regarding rating bar. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe this channel. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.